Welcome friends to another holiday winter themed tutorial. Again, I'm working on a canvas here. This time it's more like winter themed with snowflakes and a cute little whimsical snowman on here. So what I really like about a winter themed decorations is actually that you can like keep them on display a little longer than the Christmas themed decorations, because like the Christmas canvases and Christmas decoration stuff, you kind of have the feeling that you have to put it away at the beginning of January. But the winter decoration, you can, well, easily keep it up on display until mid-February maybe, so it depends. So that's actually as long as it's winter. Usually around, let's say, the beginning of March, I'm getting into a spring mood. So latest the beginning of March I have to put all the winter stuff away. But until then I might be in the winter mood. So this is gonna be up on display a little longer than the Christmas canvases and the Christmas decorations, which is kind of fun because you know, we spent quite some time creating it and we want it up on display for a little longer maybe. So yeah, again on this project I'm using one of the printables from the Holiday Whimsies Digipack. If you haven't checked it out yet, you can find it on bit.ly/holidaywhimsies, and you can also find it on my blog. It's a digital downloadable pack with a variety of whimsical holiday and winter themed images that I drew for you. A cute little Mary here, a winter girl, winter penguin, an angel, and our cute little snowman, which is on here. And you already see like one of the advantages of the digital printouts. You know, I love stamps. I definitely love rubber stamps and clear stamps, so don't get me wrong, and that's why I'm kind of producing my clear stamps with my designs, but you kind of only have it in one size and you don't have a lot of like room for variations, and that's what I kind of like about the digital images actually, that you can resize them to your liking and you can print them as small as this to go like on a letter or on a card, and you can print them larger and you can even like blow them all the way up for a canvas, and that's what I really love about it. So definitely if you play with digital images, no matter if the images, you know, from my collection or any other type of digital images, you should definitely play with the different sizes, because it just gives you way more options, and also that you can like print it on different paper. I already printed this on vellum paper, and I think this is gonna be the next project. This would be like so fun with like also like illumination from the back maybe. Not sure yet. But for now let's just stick to this canvas. I will just show you the process. It's actually super easy, just a little bit of acrylic background, some texture paste on here, mixed in with acrylic paints, lots of cute little paper embellishments, die cuts. Yeah, so actually no rocket science with this one, but I kind of like the simplicity, and I also like the light background, so I didn't want it to add more contrast, because this like bam blue kind of already adds enough contrast for me. So yeah, I think let's get started, and I hope you will enjoy the little tutorial. Again, as always, if you create a project inspired by this tutorial, please feel free to share it with me in social media, on Facebook, on Instagram, wherever. I would love to see it, because it always just makes me happy to see what you come up with, inspired by my tutorials. So yeah, you see I'm just kind of bending upwards the edges of the snowflakes. That's why I only glued them down in the center, because it kind of adds a little bit of a three-dimensional effect here, and it's what I actually love about working on canvas in comparison to an art journal, because in an art journal everything has to be like flat, because you kind of yeah, close the pages and it's just flat, and on a canvas you can really go like 3D. Yeah, so I think that is all. Again, everybody, hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Let me know in the comments below, and yeah, enjoy!
So I'm starting out on a canvas here. As you can see, I have already prepared the canvas with a layer of texture paste. What I did is I just smudged the texture paste around on the background with my palette knife, leaving a nice thick uneven texture. And this took quite a while to dry, that's why I prepared it already. Yeah, and then I'm just adding some color to the background first. I wanted to go with a very light color scheme here, so I used lots of white acrylic paint, a very light blue, a very light purple, and some pink, mixed in with lots of white, just to give a little bit of a snow effect here on the background, colorways. So the next step, I want to add some snowflakes, some textured snowflakes to my background. And since I don't have any silver color texture paste on hand, I'm just mixing a white texture paste with some silver colored acrylic paint. This kind of gives me the silver color, yet you have the consistency of the texture paste, because usually if you're applying just acrylic paint over a stencil with a palette knife, it will kind of run underneath the stencil because it's very liquid. So that's why mixing it with some texture paste is always a good choice. So while the first background layer dries, I'm cutting out my cute little whimsical snowman here. And once the first layer of snowflakes has dried, I'm applying a second layer for even more texture. This time I'm just going with the white texture paste, because I kind of like this very subtle effect of the white texture paste on the very light colored, in some parts even white background. It adds texture, it adds interest, my gosh, it adds interest, yet it is very subtle, so it's not like a lot going on there. It still looks very elegant and very clean and simple. So next I'm grabbing my cutout snowman, the words that I cut out, that I just printed out and cut out in stripes, and some funky snowflake embellishments from a paper pack, and I want to add it all to the background. To give the paper strips with the words a little bit of a distressed look, I'm just using a paper towel and some acrylic paint. The same color I also used in the background, just for repetition of color. I'm just slightly distressing the edges, letting it dry, and while it dries I'm just kind of organizing and grouping my snowflakes onto the background, just taking a look where to go with this, where I want things to go. And again, I kind of like to apply things in little clusters on the surface, on the background, so I don't want to like spread it out all over the place, but have like little groupings of snowflakes. Yeah, and then I'm just gluing down the snowman and the snowflakes, kind of layering them. And as you can see, I'm just applying some gel medium to glue it down, but I'm just applying the gel medium like to the center of the snowflakes because I just want to adhere them to the canvas, yet I kind of want to be able to band up the edges of the snowflakes later for a three-dimensional effect. And I also like to kind of overlap some of the snowflakes, overlap the border of the canvas, because it just kind of just breaks this like frame, which is kind of interesting. It just adds a little interest. And some paint splatters. It wouldn't be me if there would be no paint splatters. For that, I'm just using acrylic paint, some light purple acrylic paint, and some dark blue acrylic paint. And again, I'm just watering it down and then using my brush to apply those little paint splatters. And I picked the purple and the blue because the purple is also in the background in some areas, and the dark blue is kind of a good match to those dark blue snowflakes. This kind of, again, repetition of color brings the foreground and the background a little more together. And last but not least, I'm just gluing down my words and then adding some additional embellishments. I had some like gemstones in that paper pack that came, with the snowflakes, and I thought a little bit of bling is always nice, especially for winter, because the bling and the sparkling snow and all that kind of stuff. So I thought some bling would be a good addition to this canvas.
So we are done with our cute little snowman baby. It's cold outside. Winter themed canvas project. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and yeah, please share your work with me if you want to, and I hope it could just give you a little bit of inspiration. Just kind of think this needs a little extra here. That's just me. I have some things lying around and I can keep adding to things. So yeah, so again, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you again soonish. So okay, done. Bye bye. La 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 la.